The Vtuber agency known as Vshojo recently made an announcement that they are accepting applications for new talent. Although many VTubers excitingly applied, eager for their big break as a fully fledged member of a major agency, some felt that the system in which said VTuber is chosen is deeply flawed. You see, Vshojo has a history of picking new members with prior VTubing experience and an already established audience. These new members also tend to have a positive relationship with current members of Vshojo before being accepted. This led to backlash by smaller VTubers feeling they are being unfairly overlooked, with the main rallying cry being Nepotism. This accumulated into Zen feeling the need to address this with the following post.
Heartbreaking and disheartening to see so many people pushing the idea of Zen friends only, when each person I found had to work their way to the top regardless. I have other friends who don't want to join who are working their asses off and doing amazing things. I even pushed management to open auditions again finally after so long and to scout for new and upcoming people to mesh with. I wanted to meet new people and let the others get a sense for them as well and see who would fit into the puzzle. Then I came to a realization that even if we bring in a new person, people will claim we focused on new people instead of helping others who are halfway to success or other larger creators be a part of something fun. Either way is a loss. I just wanted to do right and help smaller and up and coming as well as the potential to bring someone on the rise. Management and Gunrun are working there, but's off to do all of this, and now I feel as though I made a mistake in doing this. Who knows? But I hope you all still try, because I started from the bottom too and I put in the work.
Now, what are my thoughts? Well, I think it's true. Vshojo is an evil, tyrannical company straight out of the cyberpunk universe. Nah, I'm just kidding. I think the backlash is incredibly stupid. Nearly every Vshojo member was privately invited. In fact, with the exception of Haruka, Vshojo rarely ever accepts applications in general. Remember folks, the agency was first founded as a friend group of indies. Over time, it became something bigger, but the idea of being a tight-knit group of VTubers teaming up together is part of its foundation. Meaning that Vshojo operates with the idea of looking for talented VTubers to join rather than accepting VTubers asking to join. This isn't American Idol, think of it more like Smash Bros. Well, for the most part that is. Now, about that application thing, I think it's great that Vshojo is willing to take a look at those applying. Haruka was a great addition. It's cool that they are doing that again. But what about all that unfair nepotism? After all, Haruka was a successful indie and was already friends with some Vshojo members. How unfair. Seeing complaints like this give me the impression that a lot of these people have never actually applied to a job before, because this works pretty much exactly the same way. Think of it like a resume. If you got experience working in the field you are applying to, that increases your chances. Also, like in a resume, if someone is giving you a positive recommendation, that increases your chances too, especially when that someone is currently working in the job that you want. This is how the real world works. Hate the game, not the player. Now, is it possible that despite having an underqualifying resume, you still manage to wow them and get accepted? Well, yes, but if you go into it expecting that to happen, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Also, crying nepotism gives me the impression that you don't think the accepted VTubers deserve the spot they are at. The VTubers you see succeed work very hard to get into that position. Like, I'm sorry you feel overlooked, but sitting there and complaining about that ain't gonna change anything. It reeks of pettiness to me.
Itching in my brain! Psh, whiner.
There's a great movie called Ratatouille, which is about a rat who dreams of becoming a chef. Like a lot of small, struggling VTubers, we can relate to him. Despite having some talent and a lot of passion, he starts the film with no kitchen experience and no possibility of ever being taken seriously as a chef. You know, cause he's a rat. But after befriending Linguini, he gets his chance. Our little rat friend is able to hone in his skills and build experience, finally getting the chance to do some real cooking. But he feels unhappy. Sure, this is better than the sewer, but he strives for more. That's when the opportunity arises. Anton Ego, the harshest food critic in all of France, orders a meal from him, and he is blown away. Ego loved the rodent's cooking so much, he personally invested in the rat starting his own restaurant. The point I'm trying to get across is this. Just cause you feel like a rat with no hope, surrounded by big, successful human chefs, doesn't mean you should sit in your little sewer and whine endlessly about how all these incredibly skilled people only succeeded because they are human. The opportunity is still there. Just like the other chefs, you got to work hard to get it. If you plopped that rat from the start of the film into a kitchen and told him to go make a 5-star meal for Ego, he would have failed. Y'all really think that cheese mushroom was gonna impress him? Of course not. Our little rat friend wouldn't have succeeded if it wasn't for the journey he went through to get there, and especially if it wasn't for his friend Linguini helping him along the way. Remember that. Not everyone can be a great VTuber, but a great VTuber can come from anywhere.